welcome to Tech Again. Today we're going to put the water block, the EK Quantum water block on the 7900 XT. And I've printed out the manual. Pretty much what you do is you take the box here, there's a QR code, you scan it and you go and that takes you straight to the manual on how to do things. Very easy, but I printed it out because I didn't want to fit you around with the phone. So I'm gonna put this over here. You need a pair of scissors and you need some thermal paste. And let's find the thermal pads. So pretty much first page, well not first page, this is page number 8, but there's a lot of technical explanation and on what this is. So it shows that this has to be covered here, 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 and here with 1 millimeter thermal pads. And that's very important. You take the right ones at the right place. Let's see what we have here. Screws, and I think this must be small ones. And since they have 1.5 millimeter thick and 2 millimeter thick, it's very important you find the smallest ones. So how many we need here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they are slightly different colors as well, as you will probably see here. The dark blue one are the one that are thickest. That's the 2 millimeter one. Yeah, well. 2 millimeter, 2 millimeter. Are they all here? That's a 1.5. That's 1.5. You can see by comparison is the 0.5 millimeter difference. So very important you take the right ones. So this is all the ones we need. We need to cover that one and here, and we need to cover these and over here and over here. So let's get cracking here. And you can see they're missing some memory, but that's because the 7900 XTX and 7900 XT are on the same PCB, so the ones missing is what it makes the XTX. So if this was here, it was an XTX, but it is not. So I'm just gonna hold it down. I'm just gonna make it a little bit too long, like a few millimeters in each end. Just press it. So you have a mark, and then boom. And then I like to take the non-see-through side off, because then that's gone. Oops. I want to go a little bit longer this side here. There we go. And this one will fit here. Yeah. And it doesn't matter if it's too long. It has no consequence of what you're doing. Only too short is bad, because then you won't get the heat transference that you want to have. Then you have, what do you have left here? We have like so, like so. Then we need a piece, but this one doesn't have to be that long. Only have to go like this. And it has to be smaller. We can cut it. Oh, let's cut it in length and then width. Because then we get that one. And we cut a little bit like this. Take off the... And remember to take off all these pieces. If you don't take it off, the thermal pads won't work nearly as well. So that's why I like to take the see-through side off when I put them on, because the blue side is easy to see that's now missing. You need to take that off. And simply just apply like so. There we go. Trash pile. This one has to go pretty much full length. Yeah. Let's just do this side over first. Yeah, 2 big fingers for this. There we go. There we go. Then, and if you want to use the small pieces, I recommend you do like the gap between here and not halfway on, because then the transference of heat is not nearly as good. You want to cut a little bit off the side of this one as well. And as I said, it doesn't matter if it's too big. It's better than it's too big than too small. Because you want to make sure you cover everything that you need to cover. So you get the best heat transference as possible to the water block. Otherwise, yeah, it will just run too hot. And this is really where you decide if the graphics card is going to be cool or not. By applying all of these the correct way and not. I'm just going to take a full length. I can cut a little bit off. Just a little bit. Yeah, like this. There we go. This is what will decide if your card is going to stay cool or not. Because, yeah. You see, now I put that one on, but you can still see a little bit left over here, so that's not good. So off we go, and there's a lot in the other end, so just a little bit here. That was that page done. Now it says you want to put the thermal paste on and then put the backside on, but you want to prepare, because when you open the box, it comes assembled with a piece of cardboard in as a stand-in for the PCB. So what you want to do is, well, what I usually do is peel off all the small pieces now. So you have done that. Oh, I hate this. There we go. There we go. Now I want to peel everything off. So everyone looks the same. peeling, peeling, peeling. And if you forget one, that's just bad. Don't be like me and forget one, as I did on the motherboard video. If you go look at the motherboard video, you will see me putting on an NVMe drive and forgetting to take the thermal paste that's on the motherboard that's pre-installed. I forget to peel the plastic off, and then I had to take everything apart and remove it. So make sure you peel the plastic off. So that's the only thing you want to learn today. Peel plastic off thermal pastes, thermal pads. Is very important. That is what decides if it pretty much decides if you if it's gonna work or not. Because the water block won't be able to cool if you don't get the right connection between the card and the water block. That's pretty easy to understand. So if you don't get a good connection between all the important parts that go hot, well, joke's on you. Then you just wasted a lot of time. Then you have to take everything apart, find out what's wrong, and then reapply. There we go. So now this is done. Only thing missing now is putting the thermal grease on, but I'm gonna wait because I need to prepare the water block. Put it over here. Take the water block, and we need to unscrew the back. So again, find something to put your screws in, and just make sure it's the same size screws. This back side should all consist on the same size. That's what I've been told, that they changed this for this version. And this is a very nice backside, but it will get dirty if you touch it too much. And yeah. So far, it's all the same sizes. You don't have to come out, or just me. Oh, they made some of the screws. All of the screws actually attach, so they can't fall out. That's nice. Nice touch. Let's just put. Now you don't have to worry about the screws anymore. Where did all the other plastic bits go? Oh. The last two pieces of plastic. The cardboard, we got your back plate. That is the stand-in for the PCB, as you can see. It fits perfectly. Just put it over there. And I'm gonna put in the last two screws so they don't disappear. That's a nice feature. They have this little piece of plastic that prevents them falling out, which is good.